Well, Space for the Unbound is a beautiful indie game, and it deals with the raw emotion of a small group of teenagers in 90s Indonesia. Sometimes this is hard hitting, sometimes it's funny and awkward at the same time, but A Space for the Unbound is going to draw on your heartstrings while entertaining you all at the same time. The game opens up with a prologue, which is a tale of two friends helping each other out, although unfortunately for one of them it all ends in tears. So after the prologue, the game then moves into a more regular narrative adventure following Atma, a teenager at school in a rural town in Indonesia. The town itself is quite quaint. There's food carts, people wandering the street that you can chat to, and it's all pulled together in an attractive pixel art style. All the regular experiences of teenage life are here. You've got dates, school, parents. It certainly took me back to a time and place in my life which I could relate to. A Space for the Unbound paints a specific picture of Indonesia through the music, the food, the posters on the wall, so if you're connected to that culture in any way, this one is going to be really refreshing and no doubt even more powerful when it comes to the nostalgia. Well, the game paints a picture of relative normal life, but managed to bind elements of the paranormal here as well, which is a huge theme of the game, blending reality and mystery and blurring the lines in between. The developer, Mojikan, does a great job of setting these scenes specifically to Indonesia. However, it feels like something that we can all relate to, which is a really fine skill for the developers to have. Now, Space for the Unbound can feel a little bit unbalanced at times with its pacing. You go about your daily tasks and sometimes it feels like nothing really happens. I do recommend sticking with it because it is all building up to something, even though the signals aren't very clear. So you go to school, but the girl you're seeing wants to take off. Now you've got to rescue a cat from going up a tree. These little tasks can feel a little bit directionless sometimes, but keep going, the payoff is definitely worth it, and then some. One of the main mechanics in the game is called Space Dive, where Atma can dive into the minds or the hearts of people with the help of a magic book. It's kind of like the movie Inception, where you manipulate objects in their mind to essentially change their mind, and we dive into their minds and rearrange a few objects or solve a simple puzzle, and presto, they've been persuaded. As you progress through the game, the puzzles get more complex as you've been jumping into minds, minds within minds, and different timelines and collecting items to place in minds. There's combat sections in the game as well, with combat similar to Street Fighter, which at first does seem a little bit out of place, but it really does turn into a fun time. So we've got the space diving and the combat. There's also an element of collecting too in the game, so we're tasked with collecting bottle caps, filling a storybook and working through many cat-based tasks and mini-puzzles. So A Space for the Unbound is subtly funny, plus very touching at the same time, leading to an overall package that you're going to likely remember for a very, very long time. The ending is truly something to behold, something that shouldn't be spoiled, but well worth playing the whole game for, and it's something fantastical and memorable, and definitely something I will not forget. Well, the developer was Mojikan. The publisher is Toad Productions. It's available on PC, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PS4 and PS5, and was originally released on the 19th of January 2023. And as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. Hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.